Hi, I'm Anne.
And I'm Shayla.
And we're both taking the compositing class offered at JP Catholic.
So in this class, we're learning about the proper compositing workflow, and we're introducing ourselves to the editing software Adobe After Effects.
Compositing is combining multiple assets into a scene to make it look realistic. Throughout this class, we learned all about masking, tracking, keying, rotoscoping, and a whole bunch of other techniques that can help us achieve a realistic composite.
And now, we have to combine all these techniques together to complete our final project.
Oh, that's right, our final project. That's the one we're supposed to composite an animated CG robot into multiple shots, utilizing everything we've learned so far in this class.
I know, Anne, we're literally working on it right now.
Oh wait, that's right. For our final project, our first step was to create an animated CG robot that we could easily composite into the scene.
We achieved this by using a motion capture suit. And so that motion capture suit had all these sensors that would track all the motion data that we could use later.
Hey look, that's me in the suit.
You make such a great robot, Anne.
Thanks.
While on set, we had to act as VFX supervisors, so we had to measure how far away the camera was from the subject, how high the camera was from the ground, the angle of the camera, what settings we were shooting at, and all of that stuff.
We also had to make sure that the MoCap suit was registering all the movement correctly, and so we had a preview of what was captured on set.
So once we wrapped shooting, we sent all of that tracking data over to Professor Holbert, who actually made the CG robot for us and rendered it all out using the tracking data we got. So he rendered the robot out, gave it back to us, and now our job is to composite that robot into the scene.
Easier said than done.
Hey, we got this. So our first task is to rotoscope out the MoCap actress and replace that with a clean plate, which is basically an image that replicates the background.
Now that I've been tragically removed, we have to bring in a robot asset, and we're done. Oh, that doesn't look so good.
That's because there's still a lot of work to do. First, we have to make sure the robot is tracked into the scene so that he matches up with the camera movements. And then we have to add adjustment layers so that the robot matches to the footage.
Then we have to rotoscope any of the foreground elements out that might be covering up the CG asset.
Finally, we have to add in any other VFX elements that the scene might require. Like for this POV shot where we added a heads-up display.
Whoa, that looks so cool.
Finally, once all that's complete, we add in some sound elements and render out the scene. And voila!
You did it, Shayla!
We did it, Anne.
On the last day of class, we watch all the students' projects while Professor Simon gives us some feedback. It's really cool to see all the improvements everybody's made, considering most of us hadn't even opened After Effects up until this class.
Learning about compositing has definitely given me more confidence to tell more complex stories that have those visual effects elements in them. And I'm really thankful to have tackled this process with all these great people. Like you, Anne.
Shoot. Thanks, Shayla.
Hi, I'm Phil, and that's me. This is a look at my game production class, Game Jam. Game production classes are designed to give students an experience of working in a group to create working games in a very limited amount of time. Today, Professor Holbert is giving us the prompt for our third game of the class, and now we get split up into groups to create this game.